You never want to leave the salon feeling unpleasantly surprised. That's why it's important you ask for the right hairstyle. Here to help make sure you do is Sal Leonetti. He's helping us out with the lingo.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So you say it's pretty common for clients to come in and ask for something and then realize they actually get the opposite of what they want because they don't know the words.
Exactly. And it's sometimes even the words that we're saying to them, they're not understanding. Vice versa, the ones they're saying to us are just a different idea of what they're actually going to end up with.
Right.
Like I'll have people come in and ask for, like, you know, a bob right down to my shoulder, curtain bangs down to my chin, and highlights that look super dark.
Right.
So it's all complete opposite. So it's important, I think, to get these sort of details ironed out before the look, so you're not surprised at the end.
Okay, so he's going to teach us so we don't go in asking to look like Beyonce and we come out looking like, I don't know, your cousin. It's not
Absolutely.
what you wanted. So let's get into some of the words people usually get wrong. We're going to start with bob and lob. So a bob and a lob. I'm going to throw it out to the audience now. Is there anyone, do you want to answer what you think is the difference between a bob and a lob?
Oh, great.
A lob is a longer bob.
That sounds right to me.
That's correct. I mean, I'm going to give you that.
That's a long bob.
That's fantastic.
And explain to us what a bob is.
So a bob is your classic bob that we've seen for the past 50 years done.
Yep.
It's still the most searched haircut on Google.
Yep.
Right? Bobs, shaggy bobs, different types of bobs.
Yep.
It lives above the shoulder, though. Okay. The thing is with the lob, it's a close relative to the lob. It's not that far off. If they were Italian, they'd be having lunch together on a Sunday.
Right.
You know what I mean?
They are related.
They're related.
They're
the
tight.
lob is longer. That's correct. At times, it comes a little longer in the front as well.
Yes.
So the shape changes. However, it still lives over the shoulder.
Okay,
That's the big thing.
good.
It doesn't really go further than that.
Very good. Okay, next up, here's the terminology. Shaggy layers versus soft layers.
Okay, so we use this term a lot, right?
Okay.
And if you really think of it, what does soft layers mean to people? I always wonder that, right? Like, I wonder how they interpret it. To us, soft layers are ones that kind of marry well with the hair, right? They fall into each other in a nice cohesive way, and they're not choppy and broken up.
Okay, and then shaggy?
Shaggy layers are more broken up. They're more textured.
A little more choppy.
Well, think of the shag haircut.
Yes.
Right, that's a shaggy layer. There's no rhyme or reason for them, but there is at the same time because it all kind of comes together in the end. And it's just rougher, textured, and it looks really, really cool.
Totally. Yeah, I get what you're saying there.
Totally.
It's more like sometimes it's more like rock and roll.
Absolutely.
It's just a little bit more piecey.
Absolutely.
Okay, we want to talk about fine hair versus thin hair. They're not the same thing. You can have fine hair. Well, I'll let you explain.
Well, I mean, you can have fine hair. Fine hair basically is hair is smaller in diameter.
Right.
Okay, so what that actually means is you can have a lot of fine hair on your head.
Yes.
Right, but it's still fine hair, right?
Right.
It needs to be considered when taking on different hairstyles.
Right.
Okay? And then thin hair just means that there's fewer hair in the growth pattern.
Fewer hairs on your head.
Fewer hairs on your head. In the, for example, the follicle that the hair's coming out.
Yes, okay.
Right, so it's fewer. It's more sparse.
Yes.
It could be, which definitely contributes into maybe even a lack of volume at times.
Got it.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Here's one we hear a lot about, highlights versus balayage.
Okay, this is a really good one because a lot of people, let's start with balayage. A lot of people think of balayage as a look.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not a look. It's a technique in how we color hair.
Oh,
That's what I always say. Okay? So essentially think balayage means to sweep or paint. Okay, so you're applying color on the hair, usually mid-shaft to end because you're leaving the roots out for a rootier look. What rooty means, okay, is another word. What rooty means is basically you don't have highlights coming right from the root. You don't have any color right from the root, okay? A highlight comes right from the root.
Got
it. That's a given. As soon as someone tells us they want to highlight, whether it's a lot of them or a little of them or anywhere in between, it comes right from the scalp.
Okay,
so that's the meaning of the highlight.
From the scalp, balayage, you're painting.
You're painting, you're an
artiste. It sounds like ballet.
Absolutely.
Right?
Exactly.
Balayage. Okay, last up, what is the difference between breakage and split ends?
Let's start with split ends. Split ends is a maintenance question.
Okay.
Right? Your hair will split based on your texture, what you do with your hair, how long it's been since your last haircut. Okay, so that happens at different times for everybody. Some people are blessed; they don't cut their hair for 6 months and they don't have split ends.
Oh wow!
Right?
Okay.
But it happens to everybody.
Yeah.
So that's a maintenance thing, and it's usually at the bottom.
Okay.
Okay. Breakage can happen anywhere from mid shaft to the bottom.
More hair is
more hair is breaking off.
Yeah.
More hair is visible that it's compromised.
Okay.
Right, and it could be compromised because of color, a lot of blow drying, a lot of hot tools.
Yes. Okay, I'm just going to add one more point in.
Yes.
When you go see Sal at his salon, bring a picture.
Yes.
If you don't know the words, bring a picture.
Absolutely.
Even if you do know the words, bring a picture.
We do.
You want to see a picture,
we
right?
do. But there's this misconception that we don't like photos.
Oh, bring the photos.
We love photos.
Yes.
We get to see what you're comfortable with.
Yes.
And you leave with your desired look.
Sal, thank you so much.
Thank
It's
you
a
very
win-win-win.
much.